guys, it's Kaz here, and today I thought I should probably film a video, to be fair. I think it's been like a week and I've got loads of end of the year, beginning of the year, stats, goal type videos that I need to put out, so I thought, you know what, I should probably actually get that started. But today, to ease myself in, a bit more of an easy video, I'm just going to do my December haul, which is fun. And this is going to be stuff that I bought in December, and then of course Christmas goodies as well. First I'm going to do the books that I picked up in December randomly, and then my Christmas presents, some from lovely people on BookTube that I'm very grateful for. I've seen people be like friends in real life or give each other gifts and stuff, and I never thought I'd be one of them people that actually got gifts. I'm like a little niche over there that's kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just chill here doing my own thing, I'm not really part of any cool groups or whatever. But then I actually have gifts from people, so very, very nice times. But before then, let's just throw this out here. I have The Illusionist. That's not what it's called. I have The Illusion by DJ Cooper. This is in the same, I've got the word conglomerate and that is definitely not right. This is in the same anthology as my sister's book, The Missing Branch. They're set in the same world, and this one I got because me and my sister did a raffle slash sign-in for her books and giving away loads of books earlier on this month, and there was an extra copy of this, and it's gay, so you know, I got it. Some sort of sci-fi weird goings-ons, and also look at the cover, it's really pretty. Next up, I found The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson for $1.99 at charity shop, so I'll grab that, of course. This is an author that I've heard loads about, and I've been meaning to pick him up, but I've never seen his books anywhere, and then I saw this one and I'm like, yes, thanks. Fantasy, I literally know nothing about this series, but I also know that I like fantasy series, and Brandon Sanderson seems to be an author that people really love, so of course, grab this. Yeah, literally can't tell you what it's about because I don't know. Fantasy. The next 4 things I picked up in Nottingham, I went to buy some Christmas presents and obviously had to, you know, look for books for myself because that's how I roll. First of all, if you're like an OG here, you may have seen my video, books and series I probably won't read. And these next 2 are actually in that video because it's kind of one of them series I'm like, I kind of want to read it. Like, I'm not sure. But then when I found them for such crazy cheap prices, I picked them up. And that is Cinder and Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This was in the 2 for £5, brand spanking new, in the works. So I was like, yeah, alright. Literally like £1.66 each, brand new. I think I can give that series a go, you know? But even though it blatantly says 3 for £5 and I've been in the works before and I know it's 3 for £5, I kind of forgot. So I took these to the till, and then as she was adding them up, she was like, you do know it's 3 for £5? I was like, oh yeah, shit. So I also picked up whatever this is, The Natural Way of Things by Charlotte Wood, because I was already being served at the till and I kind of was like, oh shit, the Nottingham, the works is quite big and there's like a lot of books there, and this one just jumped out at me, so I was like, I'll pick that one up because otherwise I'm just holding everyone up. But it sounds pretty interesting. It's like this girl, and then she gets imprisoned with a bunch of other girls, and they're used as slave labour, I think, and it's feminist. But yeah, so that's the thing that happened. There we go. I can start the Lunar Chronicles now. And then, last of the books that I purchased, I have The Near Witch by V. Schwab. And to be honest, I saw this in the shop and I was like, oh, V. Schwab, because I like V. Schwab. But I had no idea what this book was about. I'd never heard of it before. I have looked into it since, and this is like a re-release of her debut book. So that's cool. It was $1.99. I saw it, I was like, V. Schwab? That looks good. It's got a flipping inbuilt bookmark, which, I mean, we can all agree is pretty cool. It's hardback. I had a look, it's actually released this year, even though it's a re-release, it's a 2019 release. And then as I was looking at that, it's also fucking signed. It's also signed. $1.99. I don't know what this is about. It's V. Schwab. It's signed. It's got a built-in bookmark. It's a hardback. It's a 2019 release. It was $1.99. It's signed. Do I need to say any more? Well, I can't because I don't know what it's on about. Right? Next up, we're into the Christmas presents, and I'm going to show the things that I got from BookTubers first because I've already showed it in a post on Twitter anyway. That's the thing. I own Twitter now. If you don't follow me, it's at Cats and Camera. Check it out, and I'll follow you back. I'm a tweeter now. I'm a modern gal. So first of all, just because I'm apparently not a modern gal, I didn't realise that I didn't put my address on the wish list, so I had it up for a while and then I randomly looked on there because I was trying to, my brother wanted to see what to get me. I was like, oh shit, I've not even put my address on it. So the lovely Simone over at Me, Simone and I actually messaged me asking for my address, and even then it didn't click that it's because it wasn't on my wish list. It was about a week later when I figured it out. But anyway, she sent me On the Come Up, blah blah blah, don't know how to say any words, On the Come Up by, I've got Jandy Nelson in my head and that's definitely not the right author. Angie Thomas. On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. Honestly, I don't really know much about this. I can't remember. It's something about a rapper, which is cool because I like rap and I liked The Hate You Give. So yes, I'm sure I'll enjoy this book. And also Nevernight by J. Kristoff. This is a book that I've been wanting to read for so long, and I've heard so many good things about J. Kristoff. Quite a few of like my favourite booktubers that I watch really love his work, so I'm like, I really want to read that, and now I have it, so I can. I'm pretty sure this is a fantasy of some sort. Honestly don't know. Not really going to go into these books very much, which is good because otherwise we'd be here for a year. So next, the amazing Nicole over at Beautiful Chaos of Books sent me The Apocalypse blah blah blah. You can tell I haven't recorded for a while because I don't know how to speak. The Apocalypse of Eliza Mendoza by Sean David Hutchinson, which is another book that I really want to get to because I've read 2 of his books. I own another one that R actually got me a little while ago, so big up R. And now I have another of his books and I like it because it's like real life with a smidgen of magical stuff thrown in normally at his books, and I enjoy that. So next up, Kat over at Brews and Reviews actually wrote in the little note thing like, I'm so glad that you remembered to put your address in the wish list because I wanted to send you this as a surprise. So, you know, I'm glad I did too. And she sent me Not Your Sidekick by C.B. Lee. This is one that I've been wanting to read for a while. I'm going to say that about all the books. They were on my wish list. I want to read them all. But R talks about this series a lot, so I really want to read it. It's superheroes. LGBT superheroes. What more can you want? And then last but certainly not least of the booktube friends, Emma over at Emma Novella sent me City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. It's set in Edinburgh and so is Emma. Emma is also set in Edinburgh, so that's why she sent me it. And again, I enjoy Victoria Schwab, V.E. Schwab, same person. I've got 2 other books now for this month. This is a middle grade, I do believe, about a girl that can talk to ghosts. That's all I know. I don't need to know a lot. Let me just read the books. And now the rest of these books you haven't seen yet because I haven't posted it on any sort of social media. And these were all got by my fam, so big up to them. It was really cool this year because normally I kind of have to tell people what to get me, or I'll give them a list of a couple and then they'll pick one. But this time, because I actually made a wish list, which I'd never done before, I have about 12 just for me personally. But one to give to people, I could just say, here brother, have this wish list and buy me whatever on it. And somehow he managed to pick me like the ones that I was most wanting to read off there because he's a G. So, I mean, I've mentioned that now, let's just go straight to his. So my brother got me The Demon World by Sally Green. I read the first book in this series, there goes his note. I read the first book in this series last January, this January, it's still 2019. In January, and hopefully I'll read this in the next January. Because this is the same author that wrote Half Bad series, which I love, and then I picked up the first book in the series and I loved it, and now I have this one and I'm sure I'll love it. And then he also definitely didn't read the synopsises of any of these books because he also picked me up Captive Prince by C.S. Burkett for me. This is a series that I've been wanting to read for ages, but I can never find the books cheap, and you know what I'm like, I'm a fucking cheap ass. So now I own the first book, and it's going to be really annoying because I'm going to read it and then really like it, and then I'm going to have to buy the second and third book full price. It's like 14 quid. What's that all about? Well, thanks bro. Thanks for getting me this gay shit. This series has so much like, people like it, people don't like it because it's all taboo and dark and shit, and you know that is my jam, so I'm probably going to love it. And the only book I did specifically tell someone to get me is Called on the Hawk by Maggie Stiefvater. I told my sister to get me this book, and she did, so yay. Obviously, you know why I wanted this. The Raven Cycle, one of my favourite series ever. Need I say any more? No. No, I do not. You know what this is about. Come along. And then I got 3 books off my mum. The first is Teeth by Zaya Fairley. This is the first book in a duology, I do believe, the Icefjord saga. This is the same author that wrote the Ironbreakers trilogy, which I really enjoyed. I mean, it says the word Icefjord in the title, so obviously I'm gonna like it. I mean Scandinavian, gay, probably some sort of fantasy type element, of course I'm going to read this and enjoy it. Then I have The Music of What Happens by Bill Konigsberg, who is the author of the Openly Straight duology, which you all know I love. So I've been wanting this as soon as it came out, and now I finally have it, so can't wait to read this. And then last but not least, I have Bloom by two people, Kevin Panetta and Savannah Ganuccio, maybe. And again, Bloom is something, before it even came out I heard of this and I was like, oh, that sounds really cute. It's like cooking and cute and gay and a comic. And now I own it, so another one. I mean, all these books I'm so excited for, and I'm kind of annoyed that I already made my 2020 to read list. I already have that list. I'm gonna have to read all them books that have already sat on that list, but then I also want to read all these, so I'm sure I'll do both. So there we have it. Those are all the books that I got in December. Thanks for everyone that got me the books. Thanks for me for finding some of the books, and I'm really looking forward to next year. I've kind of, the last like few weeks I've been really wanting it to be next year just for my reading, because this year I've been trying to read my 2019 TBR books the past few months, and I'm like, I really just want to be able to read whatever I want, and soon I can. Let me know down below what you got in December, or if you've read any of these books or are looking forward to hearing my thoughts on any of these books, then let me know. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of the others, and if you continue to enjoy them, please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video.